The
They're where
importance
the
of
system
memories,
expects
how it
hope to
shapes and
die.
defines a person, and the value that
history
they
has
bring
always
was a
shown
core
something
theme of this
interesting.
episode aside, though.
The
And
places
with Camille
designed to
being
bury
faced
the
with a
truth
decision
often
on whether
become
or
the
not to
very
slowly
places where
erase
the
the
truth
memories of
survives.
9,913
And that's exactly
people in
why
order to
Lukas
prevent the
matters.
safeguard protocol
The
was
possibility
something that she
Lukas
was
has
battling
survived for
with.
this long
Jules had
tells
gone
us
AWOL
something
and was now
incredibly
taking matters
important
into
about
her
his
own
character.
hands in looking to find Lukas
Unlike everyone
Kyle
else
so she
trapped
could
inside
get
the
answers
silo,
on the outside.
Lukas isn't
And
just
Daniel
trying to
Keane
stay
and Helen
alive
Drew were
anymore.
pretty much doing
He's
a
chasing
Jules and
something
looking to
far
get
more
their own
dangerous.
answers on what the government was
The
doing and
truth.
why they're erasing Charlotte's
And in a
memories.
society built
There
entirely
were
on
also a
carefully
few subtle
controlled
clues
information,
about what the actual
truth is
silos
more
are there
threatening
for
than
and how
any
it could
weapon.
potentially be a game in
Because the moment
conversation with
ordinary
Steve,
people begin
and Daniel's
asking the right
consciousness being
questions,
cloned and
the
being the
entire
algorithm is
foundation of the
something that I
silo
also
starts to
thought would be the
crack.
case with what we were shown as well.
Fear isn't what
But
keeps
with it
the
only being
society
episode
alive.
3, there's still plenty
Ignorance
more
does.
episodes to go until we
That's why
can get
Lukas
some more
represents such a
answers.
terrifying
So within this
possibility for
video,
those
I
in
wanted to
power.
discuss the episode,
Not
break down
because
the
he can
important
overthrow the
details,
system
and
by
explain the
force,
ending.
but
Here
because
is
a
Silo
single,
Season 3,
undeniable
Episode
truth
3,
can
Ending
destroy
Explained.
decades of carefully
Just to let you
maintained
know, this
lies.
video will contain spoilers.
That same conflict between
What has
truth
Lukas
and
Kyle been
control
doing?
becomes the
Within the
emotional heart
silo
of
in this
Camille's
episode, there
storyline.
were basically two main missions
This
that were
is
taking
easily one of
place.
Camille's
One was
strongest
Camille battling
episodes
with the
of the
dilemma
entire
of having
season.
the lives of almost 10,000
For the
people
first
in the
time,
palm of her
the
hand,
writers
which
stopped
I'll get
asking
onto in
whether
the
she's
next
right or
section.
wrong.
But as well as
Instead,
that, we
they
had
ask a
Jules
far
walking the
more
silo by
uncomfortable
herself
question.
with the hopes of finding the answers
What
that she was
happens when
looking for,
every
and
available
also
choice
the
is
location
morally
of Lukas
unacceptable?
Kyle. She was
Imagine
venturing
carrying
lower and lower with
responsibility
the
for
hopes of
thousands
finding
of
him and
lives.
was speaking with
Every
anybody
decision
that had
saves
any kind of
someone.
information.
Every
First
decision
off, we saw that
sacrifices
she sent
someone
a message to Shirley and she chose to
There is no
ignore it.
perfect answer,
Martha said that
only
Jules trusted her
consequences.
gut, and that was a quality
That's
in
the
her that was
impossible burden
extremely
Camille
different
is
to
forced to
everybody
carry.
else in the previous
The
episode.
algorithm keeps
And with
producing
Shirley,
solutions
she
that
was
appear
trusting her gut
perfectly
that she'd come
rational.
good for her and actually
Every
give her the help
calculation
that
makes
she
sense.
needed. However,
Every
once
prediction
again,
is supported
Shirley's
by data.
selfish side came
But the
out
moment
because
those
all
numbers are
she could do
translated
was
into
blame
real human
Jules for not
lives, the
remembering
entire
her when she
equation
simply
changes.
couldn't do anything about
Can
it.
deleting painful
This is now
memories
actually
reduce
causing
suffering?
me to find Shirley quite a frustrating
Perhaps.
character in
Can
this
it prevent
season
violence?
because she's actually bringing nothing to the table and
Possibly.
is just
But
whining
if
about
people lose
Jules
their
as if she's
memories
done
of
something
family,
wrong when she
their
literally can't
friendships,
help it.
their
Jules was
dreams,
continuing to not take the
failures,
memory suppression
their
medication, and while she thought that she
and
had the upper
everything that
hand,
shaped
she
who they
didn't
are.
know that her Dr. Amy knew
Are they
about
still the same
that,
people?
and she also didn't
Or
know
have they
that
simply
her
become
every
empty
move
shells
was being
that are
watched by the
easier to
CCTV
control?
camera inside of her apartment.
That's a
I
terrifying
do now
question
think
this
that
episode
Jules might
quietly
cotton onto the
asks.
fact that she could be
And it
getting
never
watched
insults the
because she
audience by
saw that there
offering
was
an
somebody
easy
following
answer.
her, even when she believed that
Instead,
she
it
was on
trusts
her own.
viewers to
So
wrestle
she
with the
might have
dilemma
her guard up
themselves.
just that little
That's
bit
what
more when
separates
she's at
great
home.
science fiction from
Jules was
ordinary
almost navigating
entertainment.
her thought process
The
like a
best
puzzle,
sci-fi has
and
never
piece
really
by
been
piece,
about
as she spoke to
futuristic
Robert
technology.
Sims about Lukas
It's
Kyle,
about
then
using
Shirley,
fictional
and
worlds
then
to
Knox,
expose
she
uncomfortable
gradually got
truths about our
deeper and
own.
deeper within the silo.
This episode isn't really
This was to the
asking whether
point where if
memories
she
should be
couldn't get
erased.
taken to the digger
It's
void,
asking
then she was
something
going to
much
go down
deeper.
to the mines, the
If
place
safety
where
requires
Lukas Kyle was
sacrificing
originally
identity,
sent after having the red
is that
level
safety
relic
worth
before
protecting at
being
all?
made Bernard's shadow, because
By
she
the
felt
final
like
act,
if there was
it's
a place
obvious
where
that
somebody
every
wanted to
major
truly
character
hide, it
is
would be
heading toward
there.
the same
It's a place
inevitable
where
collision.
people essentially go to die, and
Lukas
as we've
is searching
seen,
for the
Lukas
truth.
Kyle was actually
Camille is
perceived to be
questioning the
dead by
system
those
she's
of
helped
power and
maintain.
authority there, as he hadn't been seen
The
in around
algorithm
93
continues
days.
pushing humanity toward
That streak
cold
came to an end though
mathematical
when
solutions.
Camille caught wind of
And
Jules
the
looking
people
for
inside
Lukas
the
Kyle in
silo
the
are
mine,
slowly
with
reaching the
Lukas
point
Kyle
where
hearing
fear
of the
is no
safeguard
longer enough
protocol
to
in the
keep them
previous
obedient.
season, going down to the digger void
Because
and
once
seeing a
people start
tunnel
choosing
and
truth
also
over comfort,
signs of what life used
no
to be
system
like.
can
He
remain
was warned
stable
by the
forever.
algorithm to never
that's
speak a word
exactly
of
why
it,
this
hence
episode
why he
feels
said
less
nothing
like
to
the middle
Sims
of
in
a
the season
season.
2 finale.
And more like
So
the
with
beginning
Carl
of the
being
silo's
inside of the
inevitable
mines, it
collapse.
was theorized